Do you believe in God? Some kind of a God? I Googled it and it says that 95% or more of the people in the world believe in God or in a God. Who or what is the God that you believe in? There are many gods, so to speak. God is just a word to signify something that people worship. And what do you mean by worship? Something you focus attention on, that you look forward to, that you praise, that gives you a feeling that lifts you up. It could be football, it could be boxing, it could be money, it could be drugs, alcohol. The list is endless. But do you trust in your God, whatever or whoever that may be? For many years, I guess since I was a child, I believed in a God. I believed in a mean and punishing God. I never knew anything about a God of love, whatever that word means to you. I was raised in a home where my father loved me, but he was raised and grew up in a very hard time during the Depression, World War II he was in, etc., etc. Okay, so he didn't know how to show love to me. And I've also read that we get our first conception of God from our earthly father. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I could say maybe that's where some of mine came from. So the God I believed in was up there writing down everything I did wrong, and I was going to get punished for it. Because from my earthly father, when I was young, I felt like all he was doing was waiting for me to make a mistake. That was the only attention I would get, at least as well as I remember. That may not be true because our perception of the past sometimes is not fully, it's not 100% accurate. But that's what I perceived it to be. So for many years, I always believed in God. Believed there was a God, although I played God many times in my life. But looking back, I realized that for a long time, alcohol was a God for me, because it did for me what I could not do for myself. Now, I did not drink every day. I didn't have to have it. But it was always there in case I needed to relax or kick back or just unwind or let go of something. And it really did do for me what a relationship with I believe God is today does for me. And it was actually a lot quicker also, and it lasted a long time. Now, it's not only alcohol, I use drugs and there are other things. Money at certain times had become a God for me. Now, I don't believe that the love of money is the root of all evil. I do believe that the lust of money is a big problem. And some people say that translation is not correct, that it should be the lust of money and not the love of money. You can love your children, you can love your God, you can love your home. And I think you can love money, but it's when you put it up above everything else, above everything that is dear to you, above your relationship with your God, that then it becomes a detriment in your life instead of an asset. It becomes a liability. But what do you trust in? Or who do you trust? Or how do you get through when everything goes to hell? And you keep trying and you keep trying, but everything just doesn't work. Nothing you try works. Then do you trust in that God that you say you believe in? Because if you trust, you will realize that everything is happening for you. Think about that. Everything is happening for you, not to you. Because if you have a God that loves you and wants what's best for you, then it is happening for you, although it may be very uncomfortable at the time. But think about the things in your life that you have You've strived for. I'm not sure what the correct English is there. What you have strived for. Was it easy? The things that meant the most to you, was it easy to obtain? We as human beings need challenges. You can look at our past. Now, where was I before before the dog barked and someone was knocking at my door? Usually no one ever bothers me in the morning, so I didn't tell everybody to leave me alone. But there you go. That's exactly how it was supposed to be. Now, did I trust God in that small situation and think, hey, this is happening for me? No, initially I didn't. It kind of pissed me off. But how does my son know if I'm recording a video? He doesn't. But as I said, this is a small thing. But the big thing is we have to trust that it's happening for us and not to us. If you believe in a God that loves you and wants the best for you, which is what I believe in, even in the midst of the darkest storm and the most terrible thing, there is good in there. And you have to believe it's happening for you. I know in some situations that's almost impossible to believe. And fortunately, I've been in some pretty tough situations, but if you look around the world, there's always someone that has it much worse than you have. And if you're watching this today, and you live in a free country, and you're not involved in the war, you got it awful dang good. Better than you can imagine. We have so much in the Western world, and we take it for granted. We live in a paradise and most people don't even know it. A land of opportunity where people literally die every day just to get here. And so many of us take it for granted, and I have too. We don't appreciate what we have. Spend more time focusing and putting energy into what you have than what you want to complain about. Have I complained? Of course I do. But when I catch myself, I change it to, what can I be thankful for today? God appreciates and blesses a grateful heart. That's all I have time for. I'm going to edit this video and put it together. Hit that like button and subscribe if you liked it. And if you don't, I'll see you next time. Maybe you'll enjoy my next video more. Take care.